Hey guys, welcome back to All Gains Mindset. I'm Andrew.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Joe.
And today we have a little something special for you guys. We're going to switch up the content a little bit today, and we're actually going to do something a little bit different that we haven't done before on here. So we're going to go over a tweet that was released back in July by a man named Richard Cooper from Entrepreneurs in Cars on Twitter. He came out and put out a very interesting tweet that we thought was very interesting that we'd like to go over. We'd also like to go over the comments that were commented after he put this post. It went kind of sort of viral after he put it out. We're going to read out the tweet like this, and we're going to put it on the screen for you guys too. It goes like this. How to keep a man in 6 simple steps. 1. Learn how to cook amazing dishes. 2. Be feminine. Long hair, makeup, nails, etc. 3. Don't nag him over trivial things. 4. Be debt-free. 5. Don't be a single mom. 6. Know how to please him in bed. So, guys, what is your reaction to a tweet like this? First of all, before we get into the comments that people had to say over this.
I mean, that's an interesting list right there because it hits the nerve of a lot of people, because there's a lot of single mothers out there. There's a lot of people in debt. There's a lot of people that may get triggered with this, which is most likely what will happen if somebody posts a comment like this. But, I mean, that's his taste. In my opinion, I agree with most of that things on the list just because, I mean, if you want to be with a person, it won't be bad if they're debt-free. If they can cook, it won't be a bad thing. Just like maybe she expects me to cook, I expect a woman to cook. Like, it is a basic survival thing, like cook, like it's not like a big deal the way I think about it. And don't be a single mom. Well, like, in my choice, I agree with that, but that's my taste. Just because there is a lot, like, for me, the family structure is more, it will make more sense if it's actually your son or your daughter, and it's just, the dynamic might be complicated if you're the stepfather in a situation with a whole family.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of work, and for me, I know I'm not patient enough or I'm not set up for that type of lifestyle. It's just not for me. I know that a lot of men are willing to do that, and that's also something that you have to consider. It's not nothing wrong. It's not there's no right or wrong. It's just a gray area. But it depends on what type of person you are and if you're able and you're willing to like take a family and deal with that. So that's my opinion on.
What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, so I don't see any real, like, just looking at this, I don't see any real issue, right? No. Because overall, regardless of what you think, it is someone's opinion,
yeah,
right? And everyone feels a different way about someone else's opinion, but like, this is this guy's opinion. Who cares?
Right. Sounds like a guy that knows what he wants.
Yeah. Is this person what he wants? And that's it. Women have a list of themselves.
Yeah.
For themselves for men.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Probably like a million things long.
Yeah.
Most of this I agree with. So I don't see.
It's kind of logical, It's not.
It's very interesting, yeah. Well, how come, like, if you go on, like, Tinder or you go on Bumble, you'll see, like, a lot of women's, like, dating profiles, and it'll say on it, like, they'll have their own standards automatically. Like, I want my guy to be 6 foot tall. I want him to have, I want to have a big package,
Right.
And he needs to be all muscle. He needs to be.
They have to have beards.
Yeah, have to have beards. He needs to be, like, tall. He needs to be muscular. He needs to have 6-pack abs. He needs to be this, and they'll put all these standards. But when a guy does that, it somehow causes some kind of friction, and everybody gets extremely pissed off.
It comes back to that topic. It just feels like in this dynamic, men are not able to express what they really want, and if they do, they're considered toxic to society because they cannot have the expectations or expressing their emotions and what they're really actually frustrated, So it's just back to that topic of communication, and
Yeah, well, men cannot have standards, but women can. So we seem to be living in.
Why is it right? Like exactly. It's a question.
Why.
Like, what's wrong with that?
So many people were triggered on this tweet out of nowhere, and judging by some of the people who did comment, a lot of white knights and there were some feminists on here, and there's a lot of people that definitely did not like this at all. There was a couple, like, we'll go over it.
Yeah,
we'll read the comments.
You want to go through one? So.
Yeah, let's start reading them out.
Five one you like.
Here we go.
Let's go for the first. Actually. Okay, why would they want you if they had all that going for them, bro? It's like, okay, well, what's your point, man? Here's another one. Ah, crap. Guess all the single moms should just ditch their kids, Rich, because Rich says so. It's like,
Well, he just basically that you will not be an option. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you just gotta take rejection how it is.
here's one: how to keep a man in 4 steps. Get him good and drunk. Invite him down into the cells for a nice vintage. Entomb him there where only the walls can hear his screams. 4, he belongs to you and the breaks now forever. And you can't even see the person's profile picture in their thing. It's not even them, so it's like, okay, you're not even going to show your face. Okay, so that's nice. Now let's go to the next one. All right, here's one. How to keep a man in 5 simple steps. Play kiss chase with him along the moors. Marry his sworn enemy. Die. Leave your children and bankrupt his brother in his care. 5, haunt him. And this is coming from a guy, so really nice, great job backing up your brothers, my friend.
Yeah.
I bet he's a hero.
Yeah, I'm sure his family really looks up to him.
Here's a good one. It's a woman
from the 1950s
with shorter hair, and she put up a gif of, I think this is from. Oh, I used to love the show. I Love Lucy.
Oh yeah, it might be.
And it just says fart noise, and it's her putting out her tongue.
Let's see what else we got. Maybe you haven't found what you want because nobody's trying to keep you around, Rich. It's like, geez. And then someone was like, "Don't be a single mom, lols." I used to miss saying that actually.
How to stay single, boys? Tweet stupid shit like this.
It's like apologizing for men like this. Keep going down. Let's see what we got. All right, here's one. For Rich, there's only 2 rules. Keep her away from sharp objects, and 2, locate leaks and punctures using soapy water and repair with a standard bicycle inner tube repair kit.
It just feels like
That's
the perfect
nice.
bait to get emotional people is to just post honesty. It's just
If you're
this guy
if,
just posted what he likes, and you know when
they're
the
not
partner-
even hard things. They're not
know?
even that bad. Like
Yeah.
be debt free. Oh my gosh.
Right.
What's so
Be
bad
a
about
model
being?
or something. Like, it's not crazy like that.
What's
It's
so bad
just-
about wanting to want someone that's feminine? I don't get it. And if you
Right.
don't, and why can't you not want a single mom? Do you have to? Are you legally enforced to wife up single moms if you want?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't. What? There's nothing so evil about this post. It just
Yeah.
gets me.
It's so funny.
So what we get? How? Here's another one. How to repel every woman in one simple treat, and quite a few men. I've seen that.
And quite a few men.
Yeah, keep going on. What else we got here? Just a picture of someone throwing up, so that's good. Here's another white knight. Sounds like a guide to illustrating how to be an absolute weapon to me.
I'm just surprised that nobody comments that they agree with it. You know, it's just like
There's
where,
not many,
where is
yeah.
that? Right? Where's
all the
everybody,
support?
I guess,
Here's another one. 1, how to keep a man. 1, build a dungeon. 2, put him in it. 3, that's it, you're done. 4, go out for mimosas. Okay, I can't even pronounce that name, but here's one of dinosaurs. I don't know what that means. What else we got? You caught her shagging your best mate, didn't you? Just
Jesus.
once again, that's not even. If that is a picture of her, then she shouldn't be talking. Okay. So whatever.
That's
Well,
funny.
one of the things that you have to look at your hate from who is coming at you with the hate. Look at their lives. Would you want to trade lives with the person that's hating on you? So a lot of people who would be hating on something like this, obviously maybe there is a lot of single
Well,
moms.
the
that
fact that they're getting emotionally triggered over a tweet is just proves that
it means something.
their mature level is probably not the best, you know, because I mean it's a tweet of somebody listing what they like in a person, you know, like you can just ignore that or move on, you know, like there's no other option, but apparently not. You can always comment and just leave that hate, you know, because they're coming at him with emotional things. It's not like they're
You
being
can tell they're
logical about it. You know, like
literally
there's nothing
triggered,
wrong. Like what can you say in reality about what he said?
Exactly. It's really not. And even like a
It's
lot
his
of
preference, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that. We're all equals,
yeah.
right?
Right. The equality mindset.
Apparently not.
What we got? What else we got, Mike? This is a lot of pictures.
Yeah, there's a lot of memes.
All right, what we got? Okay, fuck off, man. You're speaking for the misogynists, not real men.
Here we go.
Real men love women for who they are, not for who they want them to be. You're a parasite. Okay, well, my response to that comment is like, what about all the women that gives their standards? What about them? Are they also, like, are they sexist? Are they supposed to just love men for who they are? Or are they supposed to just, you know, like, how does that make sense?
It's white knighting for me.
And once again, it's another guy, so, like, thanks for sticking up for your brothers out there. So
I don't get this hero mentality, man.
it's like it's not gonna get you laid, bro. It's like,
what do you want? Like
here's one: how to not get anyone in life. Tell women how to behave, which he's not doing. He's literally stating his preferences. 2, act like you know everything. Once again, he's not doing that. He's stating his preferences. 3, expect women to read 6 things they fell asleep after the first. 4, be you. So another white knight, may I add. So, once again, another guy, you can't even see his picture in his profile, so...
Super far
Oh, wait,
back.
or maybe it is him, right?
He's super far back in that picture. You don't even know.
Yeah.
You can't even tell him. He looks like he got
He doesn't look like Brad
Pitt.
Pitt.
He got like an egg here.
Here's another one. I did not think it's possible, but I am much gayer now. Thank you very much. Another... Is that a guy or a girl?
That's a girl.
That looks like a girl. Yeah.
Well, I guess that explains everything, then.
What's a mature lady
Yeah.
who's a homosexual, which is facts.
Wait, there was another one about misogyny. Okay. How to spot a misogynist in 6 steps. Once again, that's not anything has to do with about hating women. So
Right,
it's like, well, where did that even? Yeah. I don't know where you get that from. Here's another. I think I got that from the opening sentence. More shaming this guy. Here's one. I cook, had a kid, and debt out of the ass when I met my wife. I work a good paying job to put her through law school. That's great.
15 years.
Great job, buddy. 15 years, still better wherever we get going. Your beard smells of shame. So why do they come after his beard, though? Why are they coming after his beard, though?
I don't understand that.
You have to attack the physical.
And he's expecting a reward, like a validation or something. Like, all right, good for you, man. You pay for her law school thing.
Here's one.
What a guy.
You are single, aren't you? Oh, here's one. How to keep a man... Once again, another people... I can't even see the profile picture. How to keep a man in 5 simple steps. All I said was hi. Why is he still staring? He won't shut up. How do I leave this conversation? He's still talking about himself. Does he think this is going well? And now he's nagging me. So, once again, more shame going after guys, which, whatever.
Some guys be like that, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not all innocent.
Right.
Sorry, guys. I'm not all innocent out there. What was that one that you just went over?
This one?
No, the one above it. Learn how to cook amazing arsenic-laced dishes. Be feminine. Practice post call out of cannibalism. Don't nag him. Communicate only by echolocation. Become debt-free by selling his kidneys on the dark web. Don't be a single mom. Devour your offspring. Repeat step 2. Well,
sounds like biology to me.
Sounds like makes perfect sense.
Great.
That's a very creative person, though.
How to keep Richard Cooper in 1 simple step. Be his mom. That's nice. It looks like another guy. So good job, buddy.
Born miserable. That is their.
How to
tag.
keep a man in 1 simple step. You don't need a man. Be your best you. See, this is the message that's being spread now. So that's just great. Honestly, after a certain age, a woman just doesn't want to take care of an old man anymore. What does that have anything to do with?
Now his age.
Now attacking his age.
Is he an old man?
No, he's not even that old. I think he's in his 40s. It's not even that bad. If you take care of yourself,
Their expectations there.
Yeah, well, if you can take care of yourself, you could actually look and be really healthy in your 40s. So it's not even a big deal. Here's one. Once again, no profile picture that I can see. How to have a hope of dating me. Don't tell me how to act. Don't tell me how to look. Don't expect me to serve you. Don't tell me how to spend my money. Don't tell me to get rid of my kids, and which no one's saying that. And lastly, I can please myself. So another one of those.
What can you say to that, right? Like
another one of those. I don't need men. And then
you can basically tell her nothing because she's gonna get upset. You know what I'm saying?
This person replied to that person saying,
"Stay single."
She seems like she cannot take constructive criticism.
Here's one. How to keep a man in 1 simple step. And here's just some...
It's a video of some guy
in a cage. So that's just...
What the hell is
this? If
Slavery.
If what this guy is doing is misogyny, then what do you call that?
Oh my god.
Straight up hate.
What's going back up to the picture? In conclusion, fragile masculinity is real. And I don't think that's...
Honestly, expressing yourself is probably one of the most...
It's masculine.
Right.
I'll say it's masculine. What's wrong with saying... What's wrong with being direct? I don't get it.
Not even, like, you're just being real, you know, that's beyond masculine or feminine, that's just being real, and he's just expressing himself.
Yeah, and just a bunch of, there's pictures of people throwing up. How to lose a woman in 6 simple steps. 1, treat her like your personal chef, and he didn't say that. 2, fixate on her outward appearance, by the way, that doesn't work, at least if you do it constantly. 3, dismiss her concerns as trivial. I say you need to watch the actions. 4, don't let her have an education. Okay. 5, refuse to accept any other family she might have. 6, expect her to put your needs above her own. So another sarcastic... Let's take a look at the profile on this one, actually. Let's just give an example of what the haters look like. Yeah. I am a writer, Slytherin, lover of coffee, fantasy, dystopia, working on all... It's like, okay.
Interesting,
I guess.
Whatever. Whatever.
Another picture.
Another thing too
fragile.
is that he's not saying that they have to fit all the criteria.
Yeah.
That's just a list of what he would like in a woman. You know, it's not like everything has to be done, you know, completely. You know,
Yeah.
It's really not that big of a deal.
right?
What's this say?
Should you? And here's a picture that says, "Should you have tweeted this?" And the whole circle's like no, and then there's like no button yellow. Like, it's like okay. What else we got?
They don't want
You,
to
sir, don't have a
speak.
clue. Well, thanks.
Of what?
Bald.
Of his preference?
Going after his hair again. Bald talk.
Bald
it's like
talk.
how you attacking the physical appearance will help you in no
It's
way.
emotional.
So that's just shaming. Another shaming tactic.
yeah.
We'll do a couple more.
Yeah, what do we got? This desperation just oozes off of this one. Okay, once again, another person whose profile picture is not even there. So you
They're
can't
the
tell what
ones
they look like.
commenting. Like, the desperation seems one-sided from the way I see
Exactly.
it.
Why'd you have to comment then?
Yeah.
I find a box in the basement is much easier. Okay. He was a white knight. How about just be a good person? That's all I ever wanted, but my DNA pushes me to bad women who abuse me. Just how
Wow.
big is that box?
What?
Okay.
Now he blames his DNA. He's gonna blame his ancestors for his way of thinking. That's what he's saying. Like, he said my DNA.
How?
Wait,
I'm
maybe
reading
I
it
read
again.
it wrong.
I'll read it again. How about just be a good person? That is all I ever wanted, but my DNA pushes me to bad women who abused me. Just how big is that box? Question mark with smirking emoji, thumbs up emoji, heart eyes emoji.
Oh, okay. That's the. I thought it was different. I thought he was trying to like act like a victim that he was getting abused by. You know,
He's just
but
trying to
anyway.
put himself in that
Right,
box.
right.
What else we got? More fat, more shaming pictures.
These are all just fucking.
Here's one. How to keep them. Oh, read it, Mike. Read it. What do you?
Oh, this one. From the looks of it, he's got little dick syndrome. Good luck.
Once again, going after
Go
his
for the
physical.
dick,
Yep,
that's-
yep. Of course, go for the
Trying-
dick.
it's
The
so-
man's most powerful object. Of course, go after that. Right? Shaming tactic. Another
Yeah,
one.
Do
Here's
this
one.
one. Last one.
How to keep a man in 4 steps. Hang around an island, have a great singing voice, lure him off his ship, drag him into the depths and consume his flesh and soul. That is what I would
Oh,
call
I
like
get
that's
that.
yeah.
I get that. That's
Classy but extreme hate.
right.
It's like what is that getting you by saying that? What do you
They
hope
just
to
get
come
that
to
relief, you know. Just like, all right, you know, I dropped my hate on this freaking
Go down the road.
comment.
Let's get like 2 more on.
You want 2 more?
Yeah, why not?
Uh,
They're addictive, you know.
No. How to keep a woman in 1 simple step. Show some respect. And then someone comments below that. I would imagine he is single or divorced. Of course, assuming.
Yeah.
Of course.
What's wrong with being single or divorced?
Apparently a lot. How to lose a woman in 1 simple step. Tell her to conform to this list. Which, by the way, if a woman respects you, she'll probably do all of these things anyway. If she actually like is truly
She'll
genuine.
do,
If a woman
if
genuinely
you really like somebody, you know, you try, you know, to be your best, and you know, not like you have to follow everything in that list, but if you know that somebody prefers something, you know, if you really like that person, you might just consider.
if
you
a
know,
woman actually genuinely desires his man, she'll actually do some of the stuff. You would never have to tell a woman how to be a woman. A woman will show you by her actions how she feels
she'll
about
even
you
offer
anyway.
to cook for you, you know.
Exactly.
She'll even offer,
By
you
the time
know,
you come home,
to
she
pay
might even
for bills and stuff like it literally happens.
It's natural.
You know?
Like it happens. It's not you wanting something. It's something that literally just naturally happened. Here's one. How to keep a woman in 6 simple steps. Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. You know.
Yeah.
Don't be this guy.
Don't be honest. That's
Yeah. Don't be Richard Cooper. Apparently. Proof that some deserve to remain single forever. We could honestly probably read these all day, right? I've been thinking about this for a good 24 hours now, Richard, and I can't stress this enough. You really are a dick. Once again, I'm still confused as to what's so horrible about this tweet. Guys. I'm a little
really
confused.
don't get
I don't know. I don't understand.
Apparently, this stirred a lot of controversy, and it's really not a big. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't even think it's that bad. And women do this stuff anyway. So, what?
Women do the same thing. So I mean, and it's not like it blows up.
And a lot of the
And it
comments are
always
encouraging, you know, like, yeah, you go, girl, for being honest and saying it how it is, but when
Go back to the
when
tweet. Let's
men
just
do it-
dissect the tweet real quick. Let's kind of go over it about some of the points. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of comments on this one. Let's go over it. Number 1, learn how to cook amazing dishes. We went over this, obviously. Like, women cook anyway. If they let them cook if they want.
Like we all need to cook. We all need to learn how to cook to survive,
Right.
regardless without a person.
Why
with
not?
Them.
That's
Why
what I'm
not?
saying.
So,
like-
I know plenty of women.
If this
I
woman-
know.
If you find a woman that knows how to cook and cook well, then you're golden. Because if you already know how to cook, because you have to learn before you meet this woman anyway. If you know how to cook well and she knows how to cook well, then you're set.
Exactly.
You both
you
can
know?
make great dishes for each other.
Especially, yeah.
And there are women out there, like, it's based on the culture too. You
Yeah.
know, like they
Oh,
they
yeah.
love to cook. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
and it's
that's what he likes.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great women chefs out there too that really have jobs with cooking. It's really
That's
not
a
big
great
deal.
skill to have.
Learning-
To cook amazing dishes is a great skill.
And
you know?
I know a lot of women who take pride in cooking for
Oh.
like
Oh,
their husband and stuff. They
yeah.
love it
Yeah.
because they know that they're cooking a nice chicken dish, and they know when their husband or boyfriend comes home from work and he smells that amazing food. It actually gives her good validation, makes her feel good to
Yeah.
give him something that tastes good. So once again, I don't think there's anything wrong with
Yeah.
this. So let's go to number 2. Be feminine, which means long hair, makeup, nails, etc. Once again, what's so bad about that?
That's how he likes
Why-
a woman: long hair,
Yeah,
makeup, and
I know-
nails.
Why would a
there-
man not want a feminine woman? Opposites attract, right? Masculinity, femininity, together we complement each other. So what's the big deal about that?
Right.
And it's like this new wave now with like these women. Well, it's not a new wave. It's just going back to the 1920s where women cut their hair off and do whatever they
Right.
feel. But like women will do the same thing. Be masculine. That would be in their thing.
Basically,
Be 6'4". Be built
muscular, all
like
that.
20-pack abs.
Exactly. A women's thing
with
would be,
money.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Have a
Have-
great
They don't want
have
no
$1 million.
broke guy. You know?
have a
Exactly.
career already set up. It's just
Right.
like it's really not a big deal. Once again, women do this without being obviously. You don't have to tell a woman to do that; she'll do it naturally. Why do you think like when women dress up to go places, they put on the makeup and the nails? They want to look like a woman. They want to be feminine. There's nothing wrong with being that way.
That's attraction.
It's
just
attraction.
How it is.
That's how women attract guys, by being feminine. Feminine attracts masculine. That's just how humans are. So I'm not going to deny it. Basic
Well,
evolution.
it seems that in the comment section, a lot of people don't understand that concept of attraction. So
It
it's
doesn't
just-
seem that way.
They're very frustrated, evidently, by commenting. But
Yeah.
you know,
What are you
they
gonna
gotta talk too. They gotta express their feelings too. You know.
Yeah, let's go over number 3. Don't nag him over trivial things. Once again, I don't see anything wrong with that. Do you want to come home from work after a 16-hour shift of your job and come home being nagged? Or
About something so stupid.
yeah, I don't think no one wants to be nagged. No guy, no girl wants to be
yeah,
nagged.
a lot of people don't like being nagged. I
Girls,
don't know somebody that actually likes being nagged about. Like,
Girls don't like. The girls do not like clingy guys, just like guys don't like girls
Mm-hmm.
who constantly nag them about stuff. It could be very frustrating, and okay, I wouldn't want to go to be nagging me either.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you should.
it's gonna happen.
I'm sure it'll happen
'Cause, you know,
sometimes.
it's gonna
but,
happen.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
But-
there'll be times when it's inevitable, and it'll be probably could be something small, but no,
He just will not prefer it that way.
Yeah.
That they nag him, but you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a nagging
no
over
relationship is
something-
obviously perfect or
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
But it's like specifically
just not
trivial.
constantly.
Yeah,
you know
not
what I'm
like
saying?
It's like
fucking-
specifically trivial things though. Like she can nag him about other things, but if like that's not trivial. But if it's
Yeah.
something trivial, you shouldn't be doing that.
Mhm.
Like it's stupid.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Number 4, be debt free.
I would like to be debt free.
I
We
would
all-
love to.
we
I would
all
love to
love
be debt free.
Debt free.
Yeah.
Man.
Now, I think also what he means about this, because a lot of guys will, just like that one comment we read about the guy who paid for his wife's law school. A lot of guys will try
He's
to,
proud of that.
yeah. Well, a lot of guys
Totally.
will get into these relationships and they'll pay for their women's college education, and I guess it's like they kind of hope that they'll be appreciated or reciprocated for that, which doesn't always happen,
Yeah, no,
unfortunately.
usually it'll never happen.
Exactly,
None of
and
the time.
a lot of times you're not really appreciated for that stuff. So the fact that he's asking you to he'd rather have a debt free woman means he doesn't want to have to go and pay for a woman's education that she couldn't pay for herself, which a lot of guys will try to do. They'll pay for their woman's education, and meanwhile, like
They'll get
15 years,
nothing out of it.
and then
But they do it with an expectation. Like
Yeah,
if they did it
exactly.
with unconditional love, then that's fine. If you really are a helper out there, you can pay my debt too if you really
help me
want
out,
to
bro.
or whatever
Yeah,
you want to
please,
do.
send
I'm
me
not gonna have
all
sex with you, but
intro.
you could help me out.
But if
at
you're doing it
gmail.com,
with an
please.
expectation of now he has, she has to be thankful, and now she has to, fuck him good and stuff like that. Like that's not real. That you're not being real. It's just
Yeah.
you're lying to yourself.
That once again, that's negotiating genuine desire, pretty much.
Yeah.
And in 15, a lot of the relationships like that, 15 years later, it'll end up in a divorce. And sure, you paid off for college education, but she still has sex with Chad. At the
Chad.
at the phone pan at the,
Yeah.
This
at
thing
the
don't
at
lie, man.
Atlantic City.
Five.
That's
so let's
one way to think about it.
let's go to number 5. Don't be a single mom. Okay, this could be very preferential. Obviously, if you don't want to, like, it could be very risky in today's age, because I know certain laws, if you get like married to certain people and have their kids, you'll end up paying child support if something goes wrong. So it's kind of a
Oh, I
risk.
didn't know that. You can
Yeah.
pay child support for a kid that's not yours.
Well, yeah, technically, like if you get married, right, to a single mom and she has her kid, but the kid's not yours, eventually, like if you get divorced years later, I think that there's certain laws in some states that they can still, half
I
your
gotta
stuff.
check
and-
that out.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
That's a scary thing.
Yeah, but a lot of guys also, it's risky because if you date a single mom and you become close to her child, and if something, once again, it's a risk because if something happens with her, if something happens between you and her, that means your connection with that child is possibly lost. So if you build a connection with that child over the years and something happens to your relationship, that could negatively affect you because you not only will you lose the woman, but you'll lose that child that you became so close with over the years.
Just like that.
So it's basically, it's a risk. So, and this man just doesn't prefer to risk that, and that's okay. Yeah. No one's forcing anyone to date a single mom. You don't have to.
If you want to, that's up to you.
Yeah,
that is because like with all these, this is literally up to the man, the man that's here to to find this or to think this. They don't we're not. He's not forcing anybody to do anything. He's not forcing any woman to be a single mom. He's not forcing any man to date to be with a single mom. Just do whatever.
Yeah,
it's kind of a good thing because he's being honest with himself and he's not wasting a single mom's time. Yeah. Because he can get with her, but deep down he doesn't want to be with her. But this guy knows that he doesn't want to be with a single mom.
He knows what he wants.
He's saving that single mom's time and so he's being just honest.
I feel like she should be thanking him.
Exactly. I think both sides win.
Yeah.
It's important when people know what they want in life, and it's not if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it, and it's not a big deal. So people getting triggered, it's really not a big deal. And then we'll go to number 6. Know how to please him in bed. Okay. Once again, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean.
Women, once again, if a woman genuinely...
Everybody wants to be pleased when they're,
Yeah, Well, once again, if a woman genuinely desires you, she'll please you without you asking, obviously. Yeah. She'll want to please you if she genuinely desires you.
And, it goes both ways.
Yeah,
if she tells you, she'll prefer this over this, then, you kind of, do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not one-sided. It's just... That way you both get, a good time. So.
Yeah, because, you want to please her because you know that if you please her, you'll also be pleased.
Because it's like satisfaction. Yeah,
you actually feel good by pushing her. So
you're being caring.
I think it's a sign of desire when she wants to please you because that means she's really into you.
She cares.
And she actually wants to make you feel good. And what's wrong with your woman or girlfriend might want to make you feel good?
Yeah, and
how is that triggering?
And especially if you please him, he will please you right back.
Exactly, naturally. We love love.
You're gonna get pleased real hard, man. This is just simple basic
biology.
biology.
Man, you're just saying how
simple basic biology in that sense.
If you're into someone like that, you will want to please him.
It's a sign.
You that's how great relationships are formed.
Attraction
and arousal.
Yes.
So that was the list.
I remember when I read this a while ago. I think he added don't get fat, and I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, okay, well,
that's good for both sides. You don't want to be unhealthy. I mean, just rich fast.
Yeah. Well,
if you appreciate your life, I mean,
for anyone who follows this channel, you know that we promote healthy living, and we do the keto diet, obviously, and Joe does.
I do a low carb diet, but I don't do full keto. Constantly.
Yeah, but he eats very whole, clean, healthy foods like sweet potatoes and stuff like that. He eats whole foods and processed garbage. So another reminder to stay healthy out there. But this is I don't see anything really wrong with this tweet. At all. I don't see anything wrong with it. Once again, I think men should.
What's wrong with honesty? That's the point.
Men should have their own preferences as well. I believe, women obviously have them, and everyone is okay with that, right?
Everybody needs a list of things that they like and they don't like, and
this man just decided to express it. He just decided to express it. That's all.
That's all he's doing, and everyone's jumping down his throat about it.
Yeah. So, and not only that, they try to shame him by making fun of his physical appearance. And so it triggered them that much that they had to go that far.
Yeah. And so, imagine Mariah Carey posting something about a man, doing the same. What
I want in a man.
Script. Imagine
it won't get that much hate.
Yeah, but the one person that would say something, the one man that would say something, would get destroyed.
Yeah, so nobody's gonna literally comment the opposite, So, you're right.
Oh, you go, girl, But
that's how it works. That's just how this whole thing works.
And it's so funny because a guy won't go there to shame because there's no reason to, because we already know what we want. We don't care if you're trying to
scrolling.
We just keep scrolling. We it's whatever. We will look at it. Okay, whatever. Continue.
Yeah, because you're insulting the.
Yeah, we don't feel.
You're insulting them.
we don't want to use the energy to we don't want to use that energy for that for negative.
They throw it back.
Yeah, because they'll just throw it back and then you get nothing out of it. Why do you want to use energy?
Nobody's targeted there unless you really want to be with this guy. And you're really angry because you're a single mom, but you want to be with this certain guy with Richard. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if you don't want to be with Richard, then don't get mad. You know, that's you
Yeah.
got nothing to worry
Yeah,
about.
go find
Like,
someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, it's not a big deal.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't get why people are upset. If
it
they want to
amazes
get with
me.
Richard, then yeah, sure, comment and try to convince him otherwise. But if you don't want to get with Richard, then all right, move on.
Yeah.
It's another human on this planet. All right.
Just another way of trying to shame people for expressing what they want in life. So.
Yeah, that's wrong. I guess it's wrong to have preferences. You know,
The moral of the tweet
or
is that
expectations. Either though we try to expect our future, expect the car that we want. Well, we can't do that with humans. Even though, why not? Why can't you just be honest with yourself? But
apparently not.
That's the way I see it.
Well, apparently, honesty will get you hate in this society because even it's kind of how it is. They'll come after you,
Yeah.
so to speak.
You just gotta think the same as everybody else does. You can't just even post your own comments. He's
That's
being real to himself, and people are hating.
that's the price of the internet, man. Express what you think, and then you're gonna get all sides of the equation.
Right, you're gonna get hate.
You get hate, you get love, but
that's
in this
alright.
case, more hate. But you know what? I think a lot of people misunderstood this tweet, and I think the moral is that it's okay to have standards. Men are shamed for having standards, but it's not really a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. I think we all have standards either way, whether we know it consciously or unconsciously.
Right.
Yeah, we all.
A lot of us are afraid to say because of this example, Exhibit A. You know, we don't want to get hated on for expressing how we really feel, but
That's what happens.
and a lot of the
It is
hero
what it is.
mentality, you know.
But I think it's beneficial for both sides because, he's not gonna waste somebody who does not know how to cook. He's not gonna waste time with a girl that's not feminine. He's not gonna waste time with a girl that doesn't, that she nags all the time. So he's just saving everybody's time by just being himself and
He goes after what he wants.
Yeah,
He simply goes
exactly.
after what he wants.
Yeah.
So
And
there's
that's what
one
guys should be
girl
doing.
there's one girl out there that at least follows, most if not all of the criterias, and who knows, maybe they get to be together. But if not, I'm pretty sure Richard's gonna be okay, and just how it is. So if he's willing to stay single and not complain because people don't follow that guideline, then he should be fine.
I'll definitely be fine. The fact that someone had the guts to post a tweet like this, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will be very afraid to post something like this in public,
I know.
especially in the society that we're in now, where everybody gets offended
You
out
have
of
to
nowhere.
be brave to post what you want. And,
Yeah, a lot of people will not post something like that. They won't even think about it. In fact, they won't even,
Yeah, they wouldn't even dare.
Yeah.
But most of the time, those are the same people that you look at in the street and they won't even look at you in the eyes. It's just social media, man.
Yeah.
Just turn off the laptop, you're good. All
Basically.
Yeah.
right? They won't come to your house.
A lot of the people will say stuff online, but they'll never say anything to you in person. They'll never
it's
never say some of the stuff they said
real,
to this guy.
It's not real. It's just people commenting. All right,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Keyboard warriors. That's
exactly.
what they all are.
Yeah, so guys, that's our Twitter tweet breakdown. So if you guys want to see more of this kind of social media post breakdowns, let us know in the comments and like and subscribe if you like the content. We got some more videos coming out for you, and check out our podcast, All Games Podcast.
Yep,
You
All
can
Games
find
Podcast.
Yeah.
Find it on this channel specifically, also on Anchor.fm, as well as it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a whole bunch of other sites. So definitely go check it out. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can definitely go to allgamesapparel.com and look at our new set of apparel that's coming out. We got a new one coming up for the beginning of the year. It's going to look really good. Can't wait for it. And so until the next time, guys, we'll see you soon.